Sterling of ParamountSports.com. Today I'm going to break down and predict a team everyone wants to know what's going on every single year. You love them or you hate them. The University of Miami Hurricanes. Well, last year, if you loved them, it was a rough season. 7-6 last year. But what's crazy is they outgained opponents. Get this, on average, 431 to 322 a game. You would think that they were going to go 10-2 with a record like that and a domination as far as at the line of scrimmage. But they just went 7-6. And they ran for 5.1 yards per carry, only allowed 16 sacks. Their offensive line did, and their defense had 35 sacks. So what went wrong? Well, quarterback position. Kyler Van Dyke was less than average. He got hurt. They had to play a true freshman. Kid Williams wasn't quite ready to beat the better teams. And Cam Ward coming over from Washington State, they might have one of the top 5-6 quarterbacks in college football. Huge upgrade. We've talked about many times. You have a good quarterback, gets a snap on offense every play. He can control the game and make you so much better and hide some of your other weaknesses. Well, they don't have many on offense. They added Oregon State star running back Damian Martinez. I think he's another top 5, top 10 back in college football. You pair him with Mark Fletcher, who was good, hurt some last year, but those two together are going to be a scary 1-2 punch, maybe top 3 in the country. Also the schedule, 27 position points easier than last year. It's only 134 teams in college football, so it wasn't real hard last year, but easier this year. If they get by Florida, look out. I mean, they can almost run the table up until the Florida State game, which is at home. So they're pretty strong everywhere. Their receivers, very good. Receivers, top 10, top 15. As I talked about, the running back, quarterback, offensive line, defensive line. The two weakest positions, I think, in my opinion, linebacker, they're good but not great, and defensive backfield and also defensive backfield depth. If they get a couple injuries there, they could be in trouble. So I think this is a Miami team, talent-wise, much superior to even last year when they went 7-6. And one of those losses, they just needed to take a knee. Mario Cristobal, we've talked about him many times, his end-game coaching, very poor so far. If they take a knee, that's 8-5, and you're like, okay, that was the difference, and I think that changed the trajectory of their season. So don't bring up, if you're a Miami fan or you have a friend who's a Miami fan, don't bring up that Georgia Tech game. That was brutal. That was one of the worst losses you'll ever see in college football. So I think that they can make it to the ACC title game. Real good chance to play either Florida State or Clemson with that schedule. So I don't know if they're going to make it into the college football playoff. I think they got about a 50-50 chance. I think the best chance here, I'm going to take those season win total. Over 9.5 wins, plus 140 for the Miami Hurricanes. I think they'll win at least 10 or 11 this year and start off the season in grand fashion. Beat the Florida Gators. You want to hop on board? We won 29 out of 30 seasons. Go to ParamountSports.com or 800-400-9741. Start winning today.